Hello. So to get started for the Group A questions, I chose question number 2, which was present a brief history of how Lord Kelvin's hypothesis about why the sun shines was disproven and how it was still eventually crucial in explaining why Earth is warm. So before I get started, I just wanted to state that I have some notes prepared, so I will be referring to those. So if you see me looking down, it's just because I'm reading my notes. So, quick little introduction about Lord Kelvin. Lord Kelvin was a British mathematician, mathematical physicist, and engineer who was born in Belfast on June 26, 1824. Kelvin was a very well-respected and prominent figure in the science world. He's best remembered for his second law of thermodynamics, which states that not all heat energy can be converted into work in a cyclic process. Lord Kelvin made an interesting hypothesis back in 1854 about the sun and why it shines. According to him, he states that the sun's luminosity was produced by the conversion of gravitational energy into heat. Lord Kelvin suggested that the sun's heat might be produced continually by the impact of meteors falling onto its surface. Kelvin was forced by astronomical evidence to modify his hypothesis, and then argued that the primary source of energy available to the sun was due to the gravitational energy of the primordial meteors from which it was formed. Today, however, we know that Lord Kelvin was wrong, and that this is thanks to radioactive dating/decay of meteorites. Radioactive dating is a method of dating rocks and minerals using radioactive isotopes. So that was how his theory was disproven. However, his hypothesis did help to explain why Earth is warm, on the other hand, because in his hypothesis, he was saying that from when the sun was formed, the materials inside, or like its core, was heating up the sun, basically. When in fact, that's actually one of the main 3 reasons why Earth is warm. And that's due to the immense heat that we find at the core from when the planet formed and accumulated. That still hasn't been lost. So that was one thing that we were able to get out of his hypothesis. And just one little quick, interesting, non-scientific fact that I found about Kelvin was the fact that him and Charles Darwin it's kind of funny. They considered each other arch nemesis, and they were constantly going back and forth. So I just found that interesting. But yeah, that's Group A question.